Hello, this is Christofer Friberg, co-founder of the Green Ambassadors, a global team of change makers from Europe, Asia, United States, and all corners of the world. Today I'm here in Sweden on a big farm not far outside Stockholm city center, and I want to talk to you about the Green Ambassadors. It's a global network of leaders taking part in the essential transformation of our society, working together with governments, institutions, academia and the business sector to speed up and make the energy transition process more efficient. One particular area Green Ambassadors is focused on is how we can reduce the use of plastics. Behind me you see a good example here. On a farm they use enormous amounts of plastics, fossil fuel based plastics, to wrap basically grass to keep it fresh for the winter season. This is of course a very highly unsustainable way of using materials, and this is all too common in different forms all over the world. In some countries they burn the plastics directly out on the field. Here in Sweden, as an example, the most likely is that this plastic will end up in a huge incineration plant, polluting the nearby areas with toxic emissions and producing very toxic waste, in addition to more or less a logistical circus of trucks importing and transporting trash to these incineration plants. Trash that to 50-60% consist of plastic materials, which means burning them is essentially the same as burning oil. We haven't solved anything. We are working to help governments and the agricultural and business sector and the industry to find more efficient ways to use materials, replacement for plastics, and also to handle the enormous amounts of plastics that are around in the world. In some countries the plastic is put on landfills, in some other countries incinerated, and there are probably other ways of hiding away the plastic materials, but all in a very unsustainable way. Today there are better, more efficient materials, and plastics should not be used the way we use it in the food sector, in the industry and construction sector, for short-term use and ending up typically to be burnt somewhere. Incineration is, in some cases, from the short perspective, maybe a better solution than putting it on the landfill, but of course not a sustainable solution. We need to use other materials and create energy in other forms. And that's another area where I'm active. I'm a co-founder and leader of a Swedish specialist company in the next generation renewable energy, renewable baseload energy. And it works as we transform the abundant low temperature geothermal heat to electricity, heating, cooling and cascade-based applications. I'm also an active leader in the former US Vice President Al Gore's Climate Reality project. And I'm a founder of a research project called IQ House here in Sweden, demonstrating next generation construction methods and technologies for buildings. The reasons why I am active in the work to develop the sustainability, it's quite simple. It's the only way that we can speed up the urgently necessary need for transformation of resources, air, water, energy, transportation, ways of construction, etc., into a more sustainable way, and thereby create stable welfare, long-term economic stability and protection, of course, of the environment. And by the way, we anyway have to do this job, so why don't we start now? We are all living on this small little planet called Earth, and there is no planet B. So let's join in this movement and start the work to make our world more sustainable wherever you live, in Africa, in the Americas, here in Europe, in Asia, or anywhere where you live and work. Join us in this effort together with the Green Ambassadors. Thank you. This is Christofer Friberg, directly from Stockholm, Sweden. Thank you.